Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, from Canada, and I am doing improv, which means making stuff up on the spot. But they told me I needed to have slides, so let's look at the first slide. Okay. Improvised comedy. You might have seen Whose Line Is It Anyway? On a television. Let's see slide 2. That's it. That's what I've been doing for 20 years. I originally began studying regular acting, and I did sketch comedy, where you had to memorize a script, and then I learned that improv meant I didn't have to memorize. And so my own laziness led to my career. Thank you. So this is a message to kids. Embrace your laziness. Slide number 3. Oh no. Note to self. Fix slide order. Oh no. Now the machine is reading my mind. No, I am not. Machine, I am not. I am not having, no, I am not. I am not thinking about that, folks. I am not thinking about that. Okay, now I am. Okay, look. Okay, let's just go back to the regular slides. Let's just get back on track with the slides here. Thank you. Okay, that's better. All right. Back on track, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, and good. No. Okay, here we go. All right. We will start over. Ladies and gentlemen, I do improv comedy. And this is my job. And what it involves is the audience. I take audience suggestions and then I turn it into comedy with my team of improvisers right before people's very eyes. Which means that if the show somehow sucks, it's the audience's fault. All right, so let me demonstrate exactly how this works. So on the count of 3, I want everyone in this audience just to shout out your first name. It's very easy, so you don't have to think of anything. Just do it all together. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3! All right, I heard VJ. Okay, very good. Okay. On the count of 3, now a little more difficult. Everybody just shout out the name of the person sitting next to you, okay? If you don't know them, this is a great moment for you to meet the person sitting next to you and to make new friends, okay? Now, if you're sitting between 2 people, just shout out the name of the better looking of the 2, okay? Okay? Don't worry, they already know who they are, okay? It's very obvious, all right. Here we go, on the count of 3, the name of the better looking person you're sitting between. 1, 2, 3! Okay, I heard VJ again, I just heard VJ. That's all I heard. Okay, so that's how it works. And then I would hear a name from the audience, some kind of suggestion. I would say, what's your favorite fruit or something? You'd shout it out, and then bang, we would make some scene up on the spot. So enough talking about, let's demonstrate a little bit. So I also teach improv comedy to people, and people always say to me, can you teach me how to be funny? And I say to them, no. No. Funny is something you're born with. You either have it or you don't. And if you're not funny, take a kind of Buddhist approach and just accept your suffering, because nothing is going to change it. Nothing's going to change it. So what then is the point of me teaching improv comedy? It's how I make money. It's how I make money. But I can also teach people how to do funny things. So the funniness that you have inside you is at a different level. We know the class clowns, and there's some people that are pretty dry, but everybody's got a little bit of wit in them. And I can teach people how to bring that wit to the surface. And there's 3 kind of principles that I like to teach about improv. I'm going to tell you to them now, and then we're going to do a demonstration. The first one, and somebody else talked about it earlier today, is being in the moment. Okay? And on stage and doing improv, what that means is not worrying about what you just said, and not worrying about what you will say. It's not living in the moment and not judging yourself. If I say this, how's it going to be how are people going to respond to it? How is the reception going to be? Because then you're actually living in the future, right? You want to be in the moment. You want to listen to what the other person said and just respond to it naturally. And then once you've said that thing that you never thought of and you didn't plan, then you have to learn not to regret what you've just said because you didn't do any planning. That's being in the moment. The second thing we talk about is letting go of the need to be in control. Because if you are the type of person that is only comfortable when you are in control, you will never be comfortable because you can never have full control of a situation. And that's true in life as well, but especially on stage with two improvisers, two people who are making stuff up. I don't know what they're going to say. They don't know what I'm going to say. I don't know what I'm going to say. So letting go of that need to control. And there's some people for whom that's harder, people who are a bit of control freaks. You know them. You know who they are. Right? Those are the people that need to let go of control even more than the rest of us normal people. That's the beauty of it. And the final thing that I like to teach my students is the idea of acceptance, which is saying yes to things first. And then you say no later if you want to. But in life, we do the opposite. If I were to say to you, hey, tomorrow, do you want to go naked skydiving? Most people would go, no. What is it? What are you doing? You're naked? What? Tell me. So even though they're interested, their instant response is to say no, because they want a little bit of distance. They want a little bit of time to think about it. But on stage, you want to see the person who says yes. Do you want to go naked skydiving? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. When are we going? That's what you want to see. And we should try that in life too. Say yes first. You want to go naked skydiving? Yes. Who's going? It'll be you and me and your grandparents. No. No. I don't want to go. See, you can always say no later. You can always say no later. All right. So those are the principles. And if people follow those principles, their funniness, however lame and tiny it is, could be brought to the surface. So let's do a demonstration. Now I need a volunteer to come up and help me here. How about this gentleman right here in the shirt? You want to come up and help? What did I just say about acceptance? You haven't learned anything. You, yes, come on up, come on up. Big round of applause for him, yeah? Okay, very nice. And how about this, come on up, what's your name? What's your full name? Okay, I'm going to call you volunteer one. Okay, very good, very good. Very good. Thank you for coming. Don't worry, you're going to have to say anything. And how about this lovely woman in the yellow dress? Why don't you? What happened to the acceptance? Come on, but you won't have to say anything. How about a big round of applause for her? Come on. Come on. Or your friend beside you who's prodding you on. Oh, suddenly it's all different. I saw her before going, no, come on, go. Go, you're going to ruin the show. Go. Me? No. No. No, no, no. All right. You're not going to have to say anything, okay? You're just going to help me out. Okay, now listen, we've seen some experts today, so I need you to tell me, just shout out something that, one of the topics today that really grabbed your interest, one of the ones that you really liked your own, for personal level. Just shout it out. The guy from the trees said trees, all right? Mind visa, okay, mind visa, okay, mind visa, okay, and let's say, what is an item that you've actually had to return to a store, something that you had to return? Nobody returns anything here, okay, okay, all right. What's something you keep in your drawer? A pen, okay. Mind visa and pen. Okay, so what's going to happen is I'm now going to do a TED Talk on pen mind visas, okay? I'm going to make it up right on the spot. Maybe I'll use some of the information today during watching all the other amazing talks, and you're going to help me out, okay? So I'm going to do all the talking, but you're going to provide my arms for me, all right? So you're just going to stand behind me here. You're going to stick your arms through here. Stick your arms through, yep. Straight through, right here. There you go. All right. And you'll be, all right, I'll just be an expert, and you're just going to be my arms. Got it? All right. Hello. Hi. Hi, everyone. Hi. Hi. I just want to say hi. I've got my family here. My mom is here. She's right, where is she? Where is she? I don't know. I don't know where she is. Where's she gone? Okay, she's not here, okay. Doesn't matter, because today, right now, I want to talk about mind pens. Pens. Not pants. Sometimes because of my accent, people think I said pants. But I meant pen. That you write with your mind. All right. So when I was a young child, I was very young. I was about this tall. I was tiny. I was a tiny child. I was the size of a zygote. My mother said to me, "Come here." She said, "Come here. Come here." And I said, "Mother, what is it?" And she said, "You've had a lot of failures in childhood, but failures are good." I've had many failures. Let me count. I've had all of them. I've had all the failures that you could have as a child. I had them as a child, right here, right now. What's important is that you feel from the heart, right here in my throat. Because that's where the heart is located. One of my failures was anatomy. I failed anatomy in school. Anyway, you have to stay angry. You have to stay angry. You have to stay angry about all the diverse thoughts that you can have. See, I'm against diversity. I'm against diverse thoughts, diverse fruits, diverse cattle. I'm against... I once tried to build a house in my mind out of a tree. Because if you can't live in the forest, plant a forest in your house. But I got evicted for planting a forest in my house. My landlord said, you, both of us. He pointed at me twice. I don't know why. He said, you are not allowed to plant a tree in your own house. Look at the contract. And he pulled out the contract. He pulled it out. It was huge. It was a big it was written on a platter. And he pointed to the point in the contract that said, "You are not allowed to plant a tree." And I said, "Yes, but look underneath. And I showed him the back of the page where I'd written, "Yes, you can," with my mind. You see? So anyway, he sent me, made me fly to plane. I took a plane with a floppy wing. It was an adjustable wing, though. It was adjustable. The wing could adjust. I sometimes would go to the left. Sometimes I would go to the right. But I learned something about that moment. Using my mind, right here in my head, that's where it's located, to outsmart my landlord. All righty. Thank you very much. Thank you. Wow, fantastic. What a great job. Good arms on that guy. All right. Folks, I got to tell you, I'm just going to end the session here. We saw some great things here. This is my first time in India ever, and this is, yes. And at risk of sounding like one of your commercials, it's incredible. This is my first city that I came to. And I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but to be honest, I had never heard of it before, of Coimbatore. I'd never heard of it. I had only heard, like most foreigners, I'd only heard of the two largest cities in India, Mumbai and Bombay. And I heard that they're very similar. One friend of mine said, if you've been to Mumbai, you've seen Bombay. So I'm only going to visit one of them on this trip here. But it's truly been wonderful. You guys have been great. Indian guys, men, I applaud your conservation efforts. And by that I mean you guys are single-handedly keeping the mustache from extinction. And I applaud you. I applaud you. I applaud you. I applaud you. And Indian women, okay, what is the deal? Every Indian woman I've met is gorgeous. What is a whole nation and every single one of you is beautiful? How is that possible? How is that possible? No wonder there's a billion Indians. I want to help you make more. I want to help you make more with many of you, We have a book in the West called the Kama Sutra. I don't know if you've heard about it. I have it in my hotel room, and so if anybody needs any help, room 4108, okay? 4108. All right. So anyway, I've had a fantastic time here, and I've heard some words of wisdom. I think we've all learned a lot here today. And I wrote down some of the words of wisdom that I got from the different speakers, and I hope I got it right. I'll be honest with you, sometimes with the different accents, I hope you can understand my Canadian accent. So I'm not sure I got them all right, so hopefully I got them right. But the first one for example, was never give up, right? We heard that from a couple speakers. If you have to give up, have a backup plan, like someone else to blame for why you had to give up. That's what I got. Failure. Failure is important, we were told today, because it helps us to identify the losers so we can stay away from those people. Right? Okay. I also learned today that technology is the future. I don't know which way. I don't know which way I'm going anymore. I don't know which way I'm going. Future used to be here, now it's mine. Technology is the future, and we today are building the technology that will actually create the robot overlords that will lead us into the dystopian future. So we're doing that today. So God bless it. God bless technology. I also learned today that we should support the arts, because if we don't support the arts, artists will become bankers, and then we're all in trouble because they're no good at math. That's why they're artists. 95% of financial mismanagement is caused by artists, and I learned that here today. I learned that here today, and I will always remember that. If you don't know the name of your great-great-grandfather, it's because he sank with a continent about 1 million years ago. So you can't be blamed for that. And then finally, I feel like I've overstayed the visa of my mind, and I'm being charged 200 stupid thoughts, you know what I mean? And I hope you had a lot of fun and you learned something. Thank you very much. Sawadee Kap.